Good morning, it's Bev at Planet Crochet. This morning I'm going to do a tutorial on this headband I made in December last year. This is an adult size. It's approximately 54 centimeters head circumference. And then with a bit of yarn I had left off the ball, I made a children's one. Now the children's one is, let me look at my 17, chain 17. For this headband you will need to always chain an odd number, because when you start doing your rows you want an even number, because you have this stitch in the middle with one treble either side. I'll explain that as we get going. I've made a chain off camera of 23. That's the width of the adult one. Like I say, the child's one is chain 17. So it's exactly the same, just a little narrower. Now if you don't like the width, then you can make it narrower, but always make an odd number of chains. Right, let's get started. Chain 23. We're going to miss the first chain. The one on the hook doesn't count, and we're going to use UK terminology all the way through this video. And so that is a double crochet in the second chain from the hook. And you want to do one double crochet in the rest of the chains. So the one you've missed doesn't count as anything. It's just for you to get the height of your double crochet. But if you're new to crochet, as I said, I will leave a link below and you can follow a double crochet video. There's a half treble crochet and there's a treble video, and I'll leave the link. So I'm going to do to the end off camera. But for this video, I'm going to, every time I start a new row on the cross row, I'm going to say chain 2. Turn your work, if you haven't already. We're going to miss this stitch because the 2 chain classes as a treble. Then we miss one, and we're putting a treble into the next one. Yarn over, into your stitch, pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2. So it looks a bit wonky at the moment, but it will straighten out. We're doing another treble, but we're going to go back into the one we've missed. The yarn will wrap round the first one, and then you do your treble as normal. It is a little fiddly, especially when I'm on camera, and then yarn over and pull through again. So your 2 chain is your first treble. You miss the stitch at the base because the 2 chain is the stitch. You miss one. Your first treble is in the second stitch. Then you go back to the one you've missed and do that all the way across. I'll do it again. For your treble, yarn over, miss one stitch, go into your next, so it's slanting, your treble, and then you're going to do it a treble into your one you've missed. So miss one, go into the next, do your treble. Another treble, go back to the one you missed, wrap the yarn. The treble is like wrapping itself around the first one at the base. And keep doing this all the way to the last stitch. So try and keep loose as well, don't Don't crochet too tight, especially when you come to do the second one that makes it cross over, because you're going to go round the post. Again, miss one, and a treble in the one you've just missed. I'll go to the end of camera and I'll come back and show you the end. So you should have one stitch left, and that will be a treble crochet. And again, I like to chain, so we're doing chain one and turn. Now the chain one, as of the begin, like the beginning, is just to get you to the height, and then it's your double crochet. So you want to do one double crochet in each of your stitches. Your double crochet is hook into your stitch, pull up a loop and pull through. And you want to be doing this all the way along to the end. Sometimes the last one can be forgotten, so don't forget your two chain, the top of the last chain, you put one double crochet into that one. It's easily forgotten. Again, as I said at the beginning, you can put a stitch marker when you've done your two chain, put it in the top one, and then you won't forget, because it's easily done. There you go. So that's one set of the 2-row pattern. So it's your cross row, then your double crochet row. Chain 2, turn your work, miss the stitch at the base of the 2 chain, miss 1 stitch and put your treble into the next. In your second treble, go back to the stitch you missed, not too tight, and do your treble as normal. It's a little fiddly. There you go, your first cross. Again, miss 1 stitch, treble into your next one, go back to the one you missed, not too tight, you treble into the next one, miss 1 stitch, treble into the next one, treble, go back, not too tight. There you go. I'll go again to the end off camera and I'll meet you just before the last treble. I'm at the end, one last stitch, and your treble goes in that last one. Chain 1, turn your work, 1 double crochet in the first stitch and 1 double crochet in every stitch to the end. Don't forget your turning chain, 1 double crochet in the top of that chain. So there you have it. That's the repeat 2 times. So you have your chain, odd number, miss 1 chain, 1 double crochet in the rest of the chains, so that is an even number, and then you have a cross row and a double crochet row, cross row, double crochet. So I'll see you back when you've got your length of band, however long you want it, your head circumference, or you could be making it for somebody else, and then I'll come back and show you how to do the twist.